Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video on this wonderful platform we call the internet. And firstly of course I hope to anyone who's watching, hope you've had a good Christmas and a happy new year. So yeah, mine was a bit of mixed emotions and very emotional really, I should say, and all that jazz. First time saying that actually, but yeah, it was alright. It was a decent time with family and that, so yeah. Anywho though, as you can see, we are back once again with some more bad takes on Smile 2. So what better way to start off and kick off 2025 than with some absolutely terrible opinions and takes and stuff like that on what is pretty much a very good movie. Now, once again, everyone has different likes and dislikes. If you like the movie, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Like, it's not meant for everyone. No movie is meant for everyone. Well, sort of. But you get the point. But when it comes to comments like these, well, they're... what's the word I'm looking for? Special. And, well, with that the case, by that I mean that they're, or at least from what I could see, they're touting out these takes and opinions as if it's an objective fact. And almost as if they know it's a good movie and it's popular and all that, so they're doing that to try and act like it's not that big of a deal, not that good of a movie and all that, so yeah. Anywho though, without further ado, let's get into it then, I suppose. Okay, so top one here says that this movie is pure comedy and it doesn't make sense and the brutality is lame, and can see it being scary to a 10-year-old but not an adult. And the second one here says that the main actress is bad and cringe with acting. And well, firstly I must say, how the fuck is this a kids movie? Well, that's all I'm saying, but they're, at least to me, they're making it sound like that. How is this for kids but not adults, or scary for kids but not adults? Like, my guess is that this person watched it, didn't think it was scary, and thinks that it's objectively not scary. Like, once again, if you don't like it, then you don't. If you do, you do. If you found it scary, you know. If you didn't, yeah. But don't go thinking that means all of a sudden that the movie is objectively not scary. Because, well, for starters, it's a horror movie, that's its genre. And secondly, many other people find it scary. And as for with the second one here, as for with the whole thing of the cringe acting, well, how is it cringe? I just have to ask, how is this cringe? Like, I already shown that scene in the previous video about this, and it looked everything but. And well, yeah, once again, this is probably just people trying to hate on the movie because it's popular and it's very well received, and they're just trying to hate on it to for some weird reason. I don't know. So yeah. Okay, and this next one here says that wasn't that scary. Well, once again, that's your opinion and your opinion alone, but once again, it doesn't mean that just because you didn't find it scary, that doesn't mean that the movie is objectively not scary, because that's just your single opinion. So, you watched it, you didn't find it scary, that's your opinion, but don't go out and around throwing out your opinion like it's an objective fact, because, well, it's not. And the next person here says that hopefully this one is better. The first one was complete garbage. Well, yes, it is better than the first one, but the first one wasn't complete garbage. Yes, Smile 2 is better than the first movie, but the first movie isn't garbage either, so sort of have to agree to disagree on that one. So yeah, don't really know what else to say on that one, bud. Okay, so the next two geniuses here say very bad film and this movie is so trash. Well, yeah, I have to keep sounding like a broken record here, but that is like your opinion. Once again, don't go throwing it around like it's an objective fact, because, well, it's not. Like, if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. Fine. That, once again, obviously wasn't for you, but it doesn't mean that the movie is objectively bad. Once again. So, yeah. And then the next genius here says that this movie is complete rubbish, once again. Your subjective opinion. And is made for wannabe posers. I'm sorry, what? This is a horror movie with a bit of a pop singing thing in it, but it's not a fucking musical or dancing show like fucking Miami Heat or Magic Mike and stuff like that. It's a fucking horror movie with only like a few scenes of this sort of thing in it. So, oh my god. How in the fuck is it made for wannabe posers? Well, I mean, sure, if this was a Miami Heat movie or whatever the fuck it's called, or Magic Mike or something like that, then yeah, sure, then that would be made for posers. But this is not one of those movies. This is a horror movie. So how the fuck can a horror movie be made for wannabe posers? Did you even watch the right movie? Are you sure you're talking about the same movie that I am? Are you sure you're talking about Smile 2 and not something like Magic Mike or something? I'm pretty sure you're talking about a different movie. I'm convinced. There's no way you can be that ridiculous to believe that this movie was made for wannabe posers. No, no. You have to be talking about something else. Surely. And the next person here says that this, at least with this scene here, that this was the cheapest jump scare in the worst scene in the movie. Well, no, the music was actually pretty fire, if you ask me. And they butchered the hell out of it compared to the first one. Well, if you like the first one more, then good for you, but well, you want a medal. Even though, if you like the first one better, good for you, but objectively, the second one's better than the first one, and many other people agree with that. Joker 2 level of bad. This... imagine comparing Smile 2, an absolutely brilliant horror movie with different type of story, good character, good acting and all that, and even its own original soundtrack and all that, to Joker 2. which was considered among the worst movies of this year. Well, not this year, last year. That completely butchered everything that, or almost everything that the first movie, which was good by the way as well, established, and just threw it all away into the bin. Well, no, even worse, into a volcano or some shit. These two movies aren't even comparable, to be honest. So, there's, well, for starters, one's good, the other one isn't. And secondly, they're two entirely different genres, so yeah, there you have it. And then of course there's people even in the replies disagreeing, such as the top one and the one underneath that, and at the bottom, and so on and so forth. So yeah. And also just take a look at all these other comments in these other screenshots showing nothing but praise for Naomi Scott's performance in this movie. Not just in terms of acting, but the singing as well. So, yeah, it seems as if your quote-unquote objective fact is not really everyone else's cup of tea, I guess you could say. So, yeah, you saw a movie that was getting very highly regarded and popular and all that, and of course try and counteract that, whatever it is, you try to pretend that it's a bad movie, and off of your subjective experience try to throw it out there as an objective fact when everyone else just disagrees with you. And even then, even the box office numbers and scores and all that from both audiences and critics go against what you say. So good job on that one. Well, that will do it for this video. So yeah, I think these takes were, well, some of them at least, were even worse than the ones I looked at in the first video of this subject. So yeah. Anyway though, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.